out from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door.
I hope you're doing okay. Welcome back to the channels, welcome back to a little vlog. Today's going to be a little bit different in terms of the vlog. It's not going to be like a day in the life or whatever, but it is going to be all about weaning. So I guess it kind of is a day in the life, but it's a specific day in the life about weaning because wow, I just forgot, like, you know when you go through the whole parenting stages and then once you've done the stage, you just like drop it out of your brain. Like that's certainly what happened with me because with my first, I did the whole weaning thing at the time. It was the forefront of my mind, the only focus. I was so focused on like preparing the most, you know, amazing little meals and making sure that he ate as much as he could, but not forcing him to, letting him do it at his own time, get really messy with the food. I was so into it. I read all the books, all the recipes. I had all the time in the world to do it though, and now I don't have that time with my second, bless her. Hallie is not getting the gourmet treatment as well as George was, so I thought today, you know what, I'm gonna do it because I feel like what I've been doing with Hallie is basically just like spoon feeding her, like doing purees. Like I did a batch cooking, like a session, you know, pureed up loads of veg, and like put in some of her formula and stuff. So the food's good, like the puree's good. I put the effort in there, and the poly in. But what I have been doing, and I know it's wrong, I knew it was wrong when I was doing it, but you know, we're all in survival mode a little bit over here. But what I was doing was putting her obviously in her little, I don't know if you see it, her little chair here with the little tray in front. I was basically just like spoon feeding her the food, not letting her touch it because it'd be messy, not letting her smell it, not really even letting her look at it. So all she was doing was like, I was basically like putting it in her mouth. She was opening her mouth, putting it in her mouth, and she's like, oh God, I don't know what this is. Like, I'm so confused. She was gagging and retching, and she was just so like, I am not about this. Like, please don't give me this again. And she just like, literally puts the food in her mouth and goes, and then just like chucks it out of her mouth with her tongue. So she's just not eating anything. There was a couple of days where we had an incident with the broccoli. I don't know if you've seen that vlog. But yeah, there was an incident with broccoli where she was just like projectile vomiting the whole day after, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've literally poisoned my child with broccoli. But yeah, she wasn't a fan of that. So I'm going to give broccoli a little break and then we'll go back to it a little bit later, I think. But yeah, basically, weaning has not been going very well so far, but I feel like it's probably a little bit down to me and my methods, because my methods aren't the methods I used with George really. And you know, every baby is different. Like George would have just been happy to open his mouth and like me to shovel food in and he would have been fine with it. Hallie, I think, needs to explore the food a little bit more, feel the food, maybe feed herself a bit with like baby led weaning, that kind of stuff. So I haven't got like anything special in today, but I think this is going to be like the turning point, hopefully, in the weaning journey, where you know, I'm just going to start giving her a little bit more control over it. She can get all messy, she can just taste it, smell it, smear it all over her face, chuck it over the floor. I'm going to have less of a control freaky attitude to it. Those kind of things are a lot easier to do when it's just me and her, because I can just tidy up afterwards. When George is around as well, so like at dinner time, it's going to be a bit more difficult because if she's getting messy everywhere, that's fine, but then he's there as well and he'll just like flail about and touch all the food and smear it up the walls, and he's a little bit, you know, harder to manage. But anyway, this morning I've just got back from the nursery run. We've just dropped George off, so it is 9:30 and we are going to have some breakfast. I'm going to do us some porridge, and I'm going to sort of go from there. I think eventually we will kind of move more onto the baby led weaning stuff, because I feel like she will prefer like feeding herself. She did actually have some pear the other day and I cut them up into like little fingers, and she was much better with it. Whereas if I you know, with spoon feeding her, she wasn't really a fan. So yeah, we're both gonna have some porridge. I'm gonna try and spoon feed her a little bit, but if she's not interested, I'm just gonna leave the bowl and the spoon there and let her just go for it. And then she can have a little wash before her nap this morning. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Wish me luck with this.
Right now I'm standing in the corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing oh, everybody's singing oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old.
Hallie's is all ready and cooled down enough for her now. That's obviously got her like formula in it and just that mashed up banana. I've then got the same but not with formula, just with normal milk, and then I'm going to pop into mine. I know this isn't about me, but I'm going to pop in some flax seeds and some chia seeds into mine, just because milled flax seeds and chia seeds are really good like sources of fibre and like really good for your gut health and stuff like that. So yeah, I am trying to do my best. Been to Holland and Barrett and all that jazz. I'm just trying to up my fibre intake basically. In the summer, that's something that I've mixed in with like yogurt and berries and like granola or something like that. But obviously it's winter. I'm here for the winter warmers. I'm here for porridge. Plus, obviously Hallie's having the same, so I thought I'd double up. Right, here we go, girl. What do we reckon? Hey, you're not looking too sure. Are you smiling for me? Do you want to have a go? Do you want to have a go? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Oh, no, you're not sure. Do you want to hold it? Literally, that's what she does every time. She just spits it out. We've been trying to do this for like 3 weeks now. You can hold it, darling. I'll leave it like that, and I'll eat, and then see what you think you want to do. If you want to eat it, you can. She's literally looking at me like, what, are you okay? Look at you. You can have a little explore of that. Do what you want with that. I'm going to have mine. The other thing I totally haven't been doing is I haven't been like modelling the behaviour. I haven't been eating with her. Like I sort her out first, and then I would eat. So I'm going to try. And, you know, at least with breakfast, especially when George isn't here, because to be honest, a lot of the time I skip breakfast because it's just like chaos. But when George is at nursery, it's going to be our time to have breakfast together, and I'm hopefully going to be able to, like, you know, model that behaviour a little bit, and she'll see me eat, and I don't know how much is in that, but I've been watching all the weaning videos and that's what they all say, so let's try that, Ali. I also can't remember how you get babies to learn how to drink from a sippy cup. Again, it just seemed to happen like fairly naturally with George, but I think I'm probably misremembering quite a lot of it, to be honest, because I need to maybe go back and watch my old videos. That's what I need to do. What do you think? Yum! Yummy. Oh, okay. Well done. Look at that. Definitely almost got porridge all over my camera then. But look at that. Look at you go. That's so much better. It's already so much better just letting her just do it herself and get really messy. Like, she's got porridge on her eyelid, for God's sake, but she seems to be enjoying it a lot more. And I feel like I don't know why I didn't just start it off like this. It was just, I was in the mode of like, you know, just constantly being like tidying up and sorting everything out and not letting things get too messy, because then I've got more work to do later and blah blah blah. But actually when it comes to weaning, that's the worst thing you can possibly do, I think. So yeah, you get messy, girl. You go for it. You go for it. The other thing you always read, and I still just haven't really like taken it in this time, hold it, was food is fun for the first year, right? So like, don't worry, like they're still getting all their nutrients and everything they need from their formula or their breast milk, whatever it is. So yeah, we don't need to worry. You'll get there in the end, won't we? Yeah. Porridge nice? Huh? Okay, I think we'll call porridge a little success, even though I don't know if you ate any, but she definitely seemed a lot happier doing it than when I'm trying to feed her, so yay! Was that nice? Was it? Yeah? Oh, okay, don't arch your back too much. Now we're going to get you all cleaned up and go up for a nap, okay? Okay, this is the part I least like about weaning, the clearing up, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. I know, just wait a minute. Oh dear.
Searching for something that ain't lost.
It's so porridgy.
Our lines cross. We're wasting time with stuff that doesn't really matter. While wishing for something better. Trying to fix things that weren't broken. Misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart, and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe you don't see what you have in front of you. Maybe I'm not enough for you. So maybe I should.
Okay, I've just popped Hallie down. She's not best pleased. I kept her up a little bit too late past her awake like window thing, I think. So my app said that she needed to go down at 10 o'clock and it's 15:15. I normally stick to this like so rigidly. But yeah, I feel a little bit guilty, but she might need a little bit longer than usual to go to sleep. But she's sort of all like rubbing her eyes and bless her. Bless her. The time on this and the date on this is completely off, by the way. That is not like the time and date. I actually had a few questions about this baby monitor. It's from Bonnock. And it's really good. You get it on Amazon if you wanted it. But yeah, the app that I'm just about to put Hallie's food on. I basically put her sleep, her milk, and then now her like food on. Oh bless her, can you hear her? So these are the foods that she's tried so far. And then now I'm just going to pop porridge in to see if it comes up. And it had, so yeah, it's porridge, and then it also had banana in it, didn't it? Banana. There we go. And then next, she wasn't like, yeah, she liked it, so I'm gonna put she loved it. And then I'm gonna put the time. It was about 10ish that we started, I think. Well, maybe a little bit before actually. I'll put like 5 to 10. Yeah. Perfect. So then that all goes onto her schedule. I have spoken about this app quite a lot. It's the Huckleberry app that I downloaded when Hallie was honestly like maybe 2-3 weeks old, and we've used it since, and it just helps us go, like you can literally see this is like her schedule from the last like however many months, literally 6 months practically. And so at the moment I'm just like tracking all of her sleep, food, like whether that's milk or actual solids, and you can see here like the pattern, I guess, and it's pretty more consistent than it was, and her night sleep has got so much better. This one's a mistake, like she hasn't actually slept through the night yet, so there's supposed to be a bottle in there, but all of the light blue ones are daytime sleeps, and then all of the dark blue ones are nighttime sleeps, and then the little pink ones are bottles, and then the darker ones are like solids. So we have only been doing, I'd say like every other day we've been doing food, because like I said, she's just really not liking it, to be honest. But that went a lot better, so I think today we're going to try maybe 2 meals, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, this is her little sleep schedule thing. The Huckleberry app is really, really good. I think you do have to pay a little amount to download it. I can't remember exactly how much, but if I'm totally honest, I would not be about it. What I really like about it is the sweet spot feature. Oh, Hallie's just actually fallen asleep. See, that only takes like 5 minutes, but it feels like the longest 5 minutes of your life, since we've been trying to do the whole put her down, see if she goes to sleep on her own thing. Yeah, we started that probably when she was about 4 months, and yeah, it like wrenches on my heart, but it works, and then she has a full sleep and she's so much happier at the end of it. So yeah, I'm gonna set her sleep now actually. So if I literally just tap on sleep here, I can just press start, and that's her like start of her nap. Obviously when she finishes, I'll press stop, and then it will know exactly like how long she slept for, how long she's been awake for, and then it will know like when her next nap is due. So at the moment her wake windows are between 2 hours and 2.5 hours, but it depends on which nap it is. So the first nap of the day, like she wakes up, say she woke up at 7, her first nap would be about 9 o'clock, so that's like a 2-hour wake window, and then I think the next couple of wake windows are like 2.5 hours, and then it's maybe 2 hours 15. Like it kind of splits a little bit. With George, by the time he was 6 months, I wasn't using any kind of app. I just knew like roughly when he would need a nap and kind of just go from there, because George was the only kid I had, and the only thing that I had to focus on, the only thing I had to remember, the only thing I had to like think about was his food, his weaning, his sleep schedule, his like bottles, etc, etc. Whereas now obviously that's not the case. We've got 2 kids, 2 lots of things going on, taking George to and from nursery, his schedule, like what he's got, his clubs, you know, his likes, dislikes, and you know, all the washing. Like wow, I thought babies had a lot of washing, but toddlers have a lot of washing. Speaking of washing, I've got loads to do, and I haven't cleaned up from that little breakfast session, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all the plates and stuff away from last night, sort all of this out. But in terms of Hallie's schedule, if I were to hazard a guess as to like what would happen, it kind of goes off based on when she woke up today, randomly, because she was up twice last night. She woke up at 8, because I think she was up quite a lot in the night. So she woke up at 8, which means that her first bottle was at 8, which means her next bottle is not until 12. She goes about 4 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours between bottles. So she'll probably not eat until 12. It's 20 past 10 now, so when she wakes up basically from her nap, she'll need a bottle. And then we'll have like an awake window. We'll probably do some playing. We might go out for a walk with Molly. I tend to go out for a walk with Hallie and Molly. Molly's my dog, if you don't know, between her first nap and her second nap of the day, just because it works out quite nicely. It's quite quiet and stuff. Like there's not a lot of dog walkers and stuff like that at this time of day in the week, so that's when we tend to go out for a little walk. And then by the time we get back, it'll probably be time for her to have a second nap of the day, and then I can crack on with whatever it is that I'm doing that day, whether that's like editing a YouTube video, responding to emails, filming, or I don't know, sorting the house out, doing all of the washing, which I need to do. Right, I'm going to stop talking because I'm just procrastinating. I'm going to sort this out, sort that out, and I'll catch up with you after.
Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride. The 2 of us, we don't have to stop. Baby, let's go for a ride. You and I.
Hallie has just woken up just before her bottle is due, which is perfect. So I've just popped that on the app. What a good nap, 1 hour and 37 minutes. Perfect. No! Oh, dear. Oh. Time for some milk. So Hallie was on 7 ounces, but I'm going to try her on 8 ounces now, because she keeps like drinking the whole bottle, so I think she's ready to move up. I'm going to have to concentrate though, because doing formula scoops and trying to talk is not advisable. I've done 3.
I want you to myself. We can stay in hotels, just living off the edge.
Oh my goodness. So it's just gone 12 and this is Hallie's second bottle of the day. That's only because though she woke up at 8 o'clock this morning rather than 7. Usually she's pretty consistent with having her first bottle at 7 and then having her second bottle at 11, third bottle at 3, fourth bottle at 7, and then she'll have one during the night as well, and that could be literally any time between sort of midnight and 4, like at any point during those times she'll probably usually get up for a bottle, and then sometimes she'll get up a second time, but that's just sort of tossing and turning and just needing a little bit of comfort to get back to sleep, but not actually for a bottle. So in like a 24-hour period she's usually having 5 bottles, so that's why I've tried to up it to 8 ounces this time, because she tends to go for like the full 7 ounces each bottle. Sometimes she doesn't, but it's quite hit and miss, to be honest. You don't look very comfy right now. Bless her though, she's a big girl, so I think once you're eating and you like food a little bit more, it'll probably do her some good in the sleep department. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Mwah. Once we're on like 3 meals a day and stuff, I'll do a whole like day in the life of just things that she eats. Probably just do like a voiceover or something. Rather than like a chatty vlog, but yeah, I don't really know. I feel like there's not enough content to do a video like that at the moment because we're very much in the beginning stages. But yeah, it's just weird because I was like so much more confident with the whole weaning stuff first time round, and schedules and everything just worked and it clicked. Whereas now it's just not like that. Oh, well done, good girl. Hello.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that?
Hallie and I've just been playing for about an hour or so, and I've just realised that she's actually due her next nap at 2:30. That's the Huckleberry app that tells me obviously exactly when she's due a nap. So 2:30, it's now 1:15. But I've just been hearing a little bit of rumbling going on in the nappy area, honey. So I think it's time for a nappy change. And then I was gonna go out for a walk, but it's so cold. Hallie's cheeks are also a little bit like chapped. I think that's just from like the wind. We've been out on walks and it's just really cold outside. They're not too bad or anything, but they're just a little bit red and a little bit dry. So I think we're gonna skip today's walk. Then I'll probably just take Molly out for a little walk later once Ash is home so that he can be with the kids, and then I can take her for a walk and then we can stay nice and cozy today. Right, let's get you changed, and then I'm going to grab some lunch. Hallie's not having lunch yet. I'm not going to push my luck, but I'm going to do breakfast and dinner with her tonight. So you've had your lunchtime bottle, I'll have my lunch, and then it's your nap time. Woo! Go on, girl. Outfit number 3 of the day. Love it. Well, I like your style, honey.
Another rainy afternoon. I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house. I'm just wasted on the couch. 'Cause I don't wanna feel anything. Wish you would stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. it's getting late. I shouldn't sit here and contemplate. I just can't stop thinking about us. I won't forget a single thing, from drunken nights to Sunday mornings, and how you smile at me. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon.
Yes, you completely forgot to eat lunch. Whoops, Mummy did. Oh well. It's okay. It's coming up to 2:30 and I haven't ate, but I'm going to eat something as soon as Hallie goes down. Towards the end of me trying to put all the washing away, she was not impressed whatsoever by being left like just to lay there and chill. So we've been chilling on the bed for a little while, haven't we? But as soon as I like get up or walk off or literally try and do anything, she's like, So, mwah. Oh dear. So we're gonna see if you can go down for your nap. It's almost nap time. I think she needs it though, because she seems yeah. You seem tired, my love. You do. No offence, but you seem tired. I actually popped George's projector in Hallie's room whilst I was putting away washing and stuff, because she loved it when we were in his room. I was like, you know what, that might buy me some more time. I might just leave it in there for a nap time, see if she likes it. We won't tell Big Brother. We won't tell him. Right, all the washing's on. I've taken a few bits out of Hallie's room that are in the size too small for her 6 to 9 month stuff. Yeah, that's the stuff she's grown out already. She's already in 9 to 12 month stuff. And I need to take some photos and pop them onto Vinted. There's no more 6 to 9 month stuff in the wash, so I'm gonna pop everything onto Vinted in the next couple of days, do it all at once, and hopefully, yeah, some bundles will be going out over the next week or so. Although saying that, she's not actually asleep yet. She's still awake, but she'll get there. I'm sure she'll get there. Thing is, I know full well if I put her down, she will scream. So, one-handed it is. Ready? 1, 2. Okay, so it's 3 o'clock as we speak, and that's what her day is looking like so far. It's actually a really good thing that she woke up at 3 o'clock, because we have to go and pick George up at 20 to 4. So that gives us enough time to have a bottle and a little play. I might actually try and prep her dinner. We've got like a creamy garlic, mushroomy chicken dinner for us, a Hello Fresh number, but none of that really is like, I can't really give Hallie that. I can give you the mash maybe, but I have got some risotto and some low salt stock cubes. So I thought I could do her like some butternut squash risotto, because I've got some butternut squash chunks in the freezer. So I might make that while she's having her bottle. I'll start that while she's having her bottle, and then we can go and get Big Brother, and then we can all have dinner together. Yes, we can. All right, okay, she wants her bottle. There we go. Look at that. Thought these were butternut squash, but they're sweet potato. I'm sure it will be a similar vibe. So I'm going to do the sweet potato chunks in with the risotto rice. This is just left over from an old Hello Fresh. And then I've got, like I said, these low salt vegetable stock, which are perfect for obviously baby like weaning, because they can't have loads of salt. And then I've just got a couple of herbs. Sorry, I've got Italian herb, and then I've got garlic granules, some pecorino cheese, and some butter. I'm going to just boil that and then mash that up with a fork with a little bit of butter, and then I'm gonna just cook off the rice with some of the herbs, and obviously I'll make up the stock. And I'll put that all together, and hopefully that'll be a nice little meal. And then I've actually also found these, which is something I use with George, and it's obviously batch cooking and stuff. I can put, obviously that's going to be like a load, that's going to make loads, so I can batch cook it and then pop them into these little portions, and then put this into the freezer, and those can be little portions for Hallie once she's eaten properly. So perfect, let's go. Little lady's happy.
Days without water along some salt road. We crossed over borders.
Ready to go get Big Brother? Are you ready? Are you ready? When George gets back, we're gonna see if Hallie wants to eat, and George's gonna try and help me, I think. And then we're gonna eat a little bit later because that's when she's gonna be due her bottle. I think that's just what's gonna work for tonight. But in the future, we'll try and all eat together. Right, so we just got back from picking George up from a nursery, so I'm just sorting him a little after nursery snack, some sorghum and some orange, standard. And whilst he's having that, Hallie's going to have her dinner. But I've realised that the risotto is probably a little bit too much texture for her at this stage. She's still quite early days of weaning, so what I'm going to do is half it. Half of it's going to go into the little cubes, like as it is, so like a bit thicker, like the bigger bits of butternut squash and the bigger bits of risotto. And then what I'm also going to do is just puree up about half of it so that she can have that like while she's still getting used to the whole texture thing.
I want my one,
Can you sit at the table with that, please?
I want to get one.
And then you're going to help me feed Hallie in a minute. Ready? Everyone ready? Go, well done everyone. George had his hands over his ears and Hallie was absolutely fine. Well done. Right. Okay, this has still got some texture, but it's not like too much like it was before, so that's perfect. George, don't touch that, please. George. George. Okay, that's not, I just asked you not to touch that. George, you gonna help? Do you want to try and help?
Yes.
Yes. Good boy. There you go, darling. Do you want to give it a go? What do you reckon? Ah, look at that. Is she nice? Do you like it? Do you like it? Yummy.
Mommy,
Yeah?
I want to
Is it good? Look at you. You're enjoying that, aren't you?
Foodie, foodie. How do you get this?
Oh, she got it from you. Oh, wow. Do you think she likes it?
Yeah.
I think she does as well.
I don't want it on my table.
It's alright, we can always clean it up after she drops it on the table. What do you think, Hallie? It's good to have lots of different spoons because then if she drops one, then it doesn't matter.
Lots of apple clean one.
Look, if I'm totally honest, I don't know if any of that's going down. Oh, she's got more spoons. Come here then. I'll help you up.
You do this one.
I'll have that one and you have that one. We've got loads of different spoons. Full spoon method is working. Literally just like popping a bit of it onto each of the spoons. And she's actually swallowing some. She's actually taking some down. I mean, it's going everywhere else as well. By the way, this like apron thing used to be George's. It's got all dinosaurs on it. And I think it's from Lywood. I think we got it on like Scandiborn or something at the time. Is that alright? You want more? Are you okay? Do you want some water? Right, I'm just going to pop the rest of this into these little cubes. And then that's going to go into the freezer for another time. And then Hallie's dinner's all finished. Then we're all done. There we go. We've got these ones that are like slightly more pureed, and then these ones at the bottom are like the chunkier ones. So I'll pop those in the freezer for another time. That will be a nice, easy dinner. Now that I've put the effort in one day, I've got 9 meals that I don't have to put the effort in for. We've got some of our other bits that are left over This is like a mash that I did with some formula, and this was like sweet potato and carrot. So I've got those. I can thaw them or defrost them when I need to. Perfect. Got a good little stash going. Yes, we have. Hallie's looking like she's a little bit bored now, so I'm gonna get her out of here, get her all washed up, and then that's you done. I know. Look at that! Look at that!
Another rainy afternoon. I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house. I'm just wasted on the couch.
So it's 7 o'clock. Hallie's just having her last bottle of the day, another 8 ounces, and then we're gonna go to bed. I know, George is helping me. He's been helping a lot. We've had our dinner. Me and the kids are gonna go up to bed.
Mommy,
Yeah.
and my boot keeps shaking.
Okay, and that's bath time done. So Hallie is just gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna get in her PJs and she's gonna go to bed. It's 7:15. Thank you so much for watching today's day in the life, guys. Oh wow, yeah. So I've got a couple of bedtimes to get on with. So I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever.